Hello there. Arithmetic is not the top priority at the British elite school Eton. Even so, the Tories' cabinets are full of Etonians. There was a scene at the elite school Eton more than 20 years ago. A student, Prince H, was in trouble because he smoked weed, and according to school rules, his bodyguard should pack the prince's suitcases. Other classmates have already been expelled from school for the same offense that time. And after lengthy debates, however, the school management made an exception for the royal. He was allowed to stay. His classmates were not surprised by this decision. At Eton, you learn early that rules only apply to others, just like Orwell's all are equal, but some are just more equal. The UK chaos of recent weeks has reminded us all what the spirit of Eton can do. This private school was originally intended to educate the colonial and military elite, so the men who won Waterloo. Unfortunately, Etonians not only went into the military, but also regularly into politics. In the 1960s, Prime Minister Harold Macmillan's cabinet consisted mostly of Eton graduates, and Margaret Thatcher's ministers were also dominated by Etonians. Thatcher did not believe in the advancement of women, by the way. There was a brief lull with Tony Blair, but then came the relapse. David Cameron and Boris Johnson. Although the two were constant rivals, they did provide other Etonians with good positions, including seats in the House of Lords. Boris even went so far as to make his own brother Joseph, also an Eton graduate, Baron Johnson of Marylebone. Of course, the question arises as to why British voters believe Eton graduates are capable of leadership roles. This in turn is due to the obsession with the English school system. There are two pieces of information British parents want to know about each other. Where do they live and what school do their children go to? Living in a better neighborhood means being able to send your children to well-funded government or denominational schools. Living in a bad neighborhood means being put in a lousy school. Liz Truss constantly complained that her leftist parents were sending her to a bad state school in Leeds. To compensate, Truss made an Etonian, Kwasi Kwarteng, her finance minister, and the result was subpar. Britain got a prime minister who couldn't talk and a finance minister who couldn't count. Arithmetic, as I said, does not necessarily come first at Eton. Etonians learn instead to always be charming like Cameron or entertaining like Johnson. You can use them profitably at any party. They are reminiscent of Charles Dickens' characters. Dickens invented the veneering family consisting only of polish and surface. There's nothing underneath. Eton offers this premium polish, though. The new Prime Minister Rishi Sunak also went to an expensive private school, Winchester. However, unlike Eton, there is hope. There's more to Winchester than charm and money. Graduates are seen as disciplined workers and are despised by Etonians as too academic and intellectual. That's exactly what Britain needs now. A boring prime minister who can do arithmetic and works a lot of overtime. But that would be this slight bit of hope if he wouldn't have all those Etonians pushing him where they like him because he needs them. You can see that on the current cabinet as well. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll be back.